Hey guys, welcome to another Inverted Access video. This is Tyler from Inverted Access, taking a look at Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. It's available on PS4, just came out this week. Also available on Xbox One, PC. It was originally a Nintendo DS game, I believe. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get going. It's actually the third game in the Shantae series. The second one that's on PlayStation and new-gen consoles. The original was an old Game Boy Color game, and then there was a couple of DS games, I believe. They might have also ended up on the Wii U or the Wii. And then there's a fourth one coming out soon for basically every console, but that one's not quite out yet. So this is kind of the main town hub. I'm kind of, like I said, I started it a little bit, but I'm still kind of getting things going, so I'm going to have to do some town stuff, so hopefully it won't be too bad on the stream. But like, there's a guard over there impeding my progress because I clearly have to do something else here in this area. This guy sells things. Looks like he has lots of stuff. Holy shit, there's a lot of stuff to buy here. Upgrade your hair to deal more damage. I wonder if that's a permanent upgrade. Game wants me to buy an auto potion. Attractive female here. Sure, except I don't have any heart squids. Now I have one. If you've played a Shantae game before, you know that they make the female character models rather suggestive, to say the least. I mean, it's not really noticeable in the pixel art, but there's a lot of the like that, the HD looking portraits that are quite scantily clad. Yeah, I like it a lot. I like the visuals. I like the visuals in the first one as well. I think they did a good job, you know, getting it looking nice for these new consoles. Pool of water. Don't know what that does. Probably just refills my health. Sorry guys, I'm kind of learning the town. If you've played a game like this at all, you know that there's kind of like a learning curve where you have to learn where everything is. I guess apparently need to find a library. I think that's my friend Sky. They sure are glossy looking. The portrait characters, the character portraits, they look like they're covered in, I don't know, something shiny. I got the library card. Hey, Goat Center CX. It's definitely not a kid's game. It's a bit, I mean, it's really like an action platformer. It has a bit of like Metroidvania and stuff in it, where you do a bit of backtracking and upgrading and stuff like that. But just because it's cartoony, like, I mean, it visually it could be a kid's game, but it's definitely not. And then, as you can see, some of the way some of the people are illustrated are not necessarily directed at kids. Okay, Osama Willivion. Skip conversations by pressing options. It's funny to me in like upgrades like this, something they had to notice was like this pretty much inconsequential conversation. They have to change that little options logo for every console that it's on. Oh. So key items, magic, squid, library card summons. Yeah, I love the art style on some of this stuff. There's my map. It's almost non-existent. Just right now. Health and stuff like that, increase my power, all that fun stuff. See if we can't find the library. No music in this area? Whoops. You'll see in this game, like, now it gives you like a little counter or indicator of how much damage you're doing to the enemy. That's new for this one. That wasn't in the first one for sure. This guy's exploding like crazy. So I know that I used the lamp before to suck up the magic. Magic released from cursed cacklebats. Collect all 20 of them. How do I do it though? Becomes a question. Oh, push triangle. Yeah, that was intense, huh, Therm? I got dark magic. I got another heart squid. I didn't buy the upgrade just because I wasn't sure if it was permanent or not. Here's the mayor. He's terrible. And I can't go this way? Clearly I cannot. I do think it looks better than the last one. Not that the last game looked bad, but I do think it looks a little bit better. Feels like I should be able to go in here, but I can't. That's her house. Anyways, I didn't see the library. For whatever reason. I know I got the library card. Oh, maybe that's what the dude wanted me to have. Now he'll let me walk to the right further. Yep. From Shants to Squirts? I don't believe so. Some enemies we've seen from the last game. The whole intro process is actually quite a bit shorter than in the first game, which is nice. I recall spending a whole lot of time in the town before I was able to get out and free. Doesn't look like I'll be able to get up there. One thing I always liked about this game is it tells you that the hole is gonna hurt you right there. You know, a lot of games will have like secrets down like little holes like that, but you wouldn't know to drop down them. This game doesn't mess with that. A lot of hair whipping. Another heart squid. Those are cool little things. I think the squid was one of everyone's favorite bosses in the first one, in the first Shantae. I mean, technically that's right, yeah, Therm. It takes 4 of them, and then you take them to the lady in the town, and she'll upgrade them into a full heart. So, yeah, each one is technically worth a quarter of a heart, but you have to have 4 of them before they upgrade to a full heart. Doesn't look like I'm making that jump quite yet. This is the guy you save at. He pops up a lot. It's kind of nice. But keep in mind that you do want to find one of these guys to save before you shut off the game. It's kind of a relic of an older type of game. You know, most games just give autosaves at this point. Huh, this is actually the same forest that's in the first one. A lot of the same, you know, kind of recycled assets. Not that there's a huge problem with that. It might be a double jump, it might be like an in-air dash, but probably something like that for sure, Therm. Ah, I hated these spiders last time. They just like shoot the most obnoxious little things at you. See, and I can't, for whatever reason, I can't seem to hit them very well. Kind of looks like, well, I don't know if I can get over there, but it looks like another jump I might be able to make eventually. Ugh, annoying winged enemies. Another one that's not going to be accessible. I got a feeling I'm going to be coming across a lot of these. They always drive me insane in like Metroidvania style games where you see upgrades that you just can't reach yet. Because I never know if I'll ever actually come back and grab it. I got bento box. Guess I should look into how to use items. I was surprised to see that it's 20 bucks, Therm. That's, I mean, wasn't the first one 10? So it's, I mean, it's a lot more expensive than the first one was. My friend Bolo. I'm wondering if it's a significantly larger game. I don't know. It also has a platinum trophy, unlike the first game. So maybe it is much larger. I don't know. So he's kind of giving me a side quest. I don't think the game really tracks them for you. I mean, it's not like you have to really remember them. I'll probably run into them as I, you know, play through the game. But more so you have to remember where to turn them in sometimes. Map kind of tells me where I am. That's cool. Oh, I was gonna look at the items. Okay, so you literally just push X on the screen and that's how you use an item. He's a brochure salesman. He sells traveling brochures. Wow. He dropped something down a drain. So that's going to be another little side quest. It's a very goofy game. Whoops. I wanted to go into the... There we go. I wanted to go into the castle first. It's a very goofy game, the writing and stuff. Oh, I can't get into the castle, so we're going down to the sewers. Stupid Twitter. I mean, maybe it's Twitch's fault, but one or the other is not doing what they should be. Oh, can't down jump through those. I got Flesh Pop. Oh, that's one of the things I need to turn into him. See? Side quests are pretty simple in this game usually. Oh, there's another one. Interesting sound effects. I'm not sure I'm supposed to get up there. Oh. Flesh pop. I didn't even put that together, Therm. That's funny. Flesh pop. That's funny. That is kind of a terrible name for it, huh? I mean, if you look at the way she's dressed and the way she looks in the portraits, you got to think that yeah, there's a few. The creators definitely have like a certain sense of goofiness to them. I don't know if you want to call it goofiness. I don't know what you want to call it. Cool, got a heart squid. So I guess, yeah, I probably still have to go back to the town before I can actually get the extra new heart container, which is kind of annoying, but no big deal. Branching paths, which way to go? Ooh, treasure chest. Oh, I can't do anything with this though. Huh, definitely can't do anything here yet. Ah. Flesh pop. Oh, now I gotta go turn in the flesh pops. And they'll probably give me something that I can go down there and do something else with. At least she runs fast. Interesting, Therm. Thanks for looking that up. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to be honest. When I saw the first game release at $10, I was kind of surprised, you know, thinking that was a good price because so few games release at the $10 price point anymore. I'm like, oh wow, they're just going for 10 and not 15. So I was surprised when the first game released. Then I saw this one was coming out at 20, and I was equally as surprised, but the other way. Especially that since they had done the first game at 10, and it's a pretty robust game. The first game is not a short game, like you said, 6.5 to 7.5 hours. And honestly, it's probably even longer than that if you like want to do the extra playthroughs and stuff. Because I think there's like a speed run through and a couple other run throughs you have to do. Now we got the palace open. Castlevania-esque in its candle smashing. Finally made it to the library. Oh yeah, they want to cut off Shantae's hair. Forbidden Isles map, that's what I was looking for.
Oh yeah.
There probably are gonna be some like puzzles later in the game. You can kind of see now that it's just kind of, you know, the quests are pretty simple. There's nothing like super hard or taking, you know, time consuming in order to turn in. It's pretty simple stuff. But now I actually have to go back to the town and turn in this map would be my guess. Because I just don't have anything else I can do. He's still whining about his stupid brochure. They're happy because they got their flesh pops, thanks to Therm for pointing that one out. Yeah, they'll definitely be bosses. There's actually dungeons, like, I guess you'd probably call them labyrinths, but some of them kind of like circle around and you get an item in the level that you can use to beat the rest of the dungeon. You know, some of them are more linear, some of them circle around like Zelda dungeons, where, I don't know if you're much of a Zelda fan, but like usually they'll kind of end up being a big circle to where you get the item right and you kind of end up back at the beginning, but now you can access a new area you couldn't get to before. But yeah, similar to that sort of style. And they'll all have a boss at the end, all that fun stuff. I guess, there's not a huge reason for me to kill these enemies, especially since I know where I'm going. And they don't drop, they do drop a little bit of money, but that's it. No experience. No leveling up in that way. You can improve your character in other ways, but not just from killing enemies. Ah, Tyler. Smooth. Lots of enemies. So you haven't played the first one that's on PS4, Therm? Because I believe it's on sale this week too. $5, I think. Very good price for that first game. Oh, that's just the shop guy. I don't need him. I need to talk to Risky Boots, and I need to talk to this lady with the heart squids. Oh, she's gonna smash him. And now I have 3 hearts. Good. That's helpful. Now we want to talk to her. That's funny. She asked what happened to the first boat, and of course, Shantae destroyed it. Saliva Island, gross. Scuttletown. So this is kind of a new way of selecting where you want to go. So it's really great that it shows you. I missed 2 of the heart octopuses, 3 of those. They're like these little bats that I collect the magic from. And this one shows you as well. Looks like the shadowed ones. So we've got 5 more besides. So 7 total areas. Not too bad. I'm wondering if each island will have a dungeon type thing. So she just called her fat. Pretty good. There's a lot of dialogue. Full voice acting would have been real nice. I'm guessing it's probably basically impossible on the DS without like making the download size just huge. But so it's mostly text. There's a few words of voice acting for character names and stuff, but that's about it. Interesting looking enemies. Holy shit. I kind of get in this habit of killing the mermaids from last time. I hate these guys, or these ladies. I think they have like a waterfall attack as well. I forgot what I was gonna say already. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Therm. Music's not bad at all. Like you said, it's simplistic, but that's not a bad thing. It's not like a game like this needs a crazy good soundtrack. Really, they just have to watch games like this, smaller downloadable games. Really, just have to watch out for like overly repetitive music, because sometimes that can, drive you nuts. Can I go left? Where? I guess I missed it. The only way I've been able to go so far is right, though.